So Twin Peaks apparently wasn't the first time Kyle MacLachlan played a quirky FBI agent. Because that's pretty much what he plays in The Hidden. And all I knew about this movie coming in was that it had Kyle MacLachlan in it, and he was hunting a person with a parasite in them that controls them and then jumps from body to body, going around committing crimes and doing murder and all that bad stuff. I was like, all right, cool, that sounds good. And what I found, it wasn't really a horror film. It has actually a lot in common with Terminator, because like Terminator, the villain is this unstoppable being, or at least very difficult to stop, and kind of actually predating Terminator 2, it can change form, more or less it will, because whenever the parasite has a host that's overly injured or unable to is dying, it has to find a new host, and the way it does is it slithers out of the mouth of the host and into the mouth of the new host, and there's some pretty great like gnarly looking like creature effects for this process, and the first one comes pretty early in the film, and the opening scene is like a car chase. It's a pretty competently done car chase. There's a few in this movie actually, and so like I imagine somebody watching this like late night on television, just need something to watch, and they think it's like this action movie, and all of a sudden this black goopy thing comes splurting out of some actor's mouth and into another one. It's kind of disturbing, and I think I really would have gotten a kick out of that kind of surprise had I not known about the premise of the film. But that's got me to watch the film in the first place, so that's cool too. Yeah, but what follows is pretty much a pretty great, competent action film. Lots of good shootouts, car chases, like I mentioned. Some tenser moments where there are people stalking each other on rooftops, and the like melodrama between McLaughlin's character, the agent, and the parasite that's swapping bodies is actually pretty great. Because the parasite, I guess, because it changes bodies between male and female. It loves just like pleasures of being human. So it's always listening to really loud music, and a great soundtrack in this film, by the way. And it's driving really fast cars. It loves Ferraris, which is kind of cool. Like an alien that loves all this like crazy human stuff. It eats, it drinks, it wants to fuck things. It's really kind of has this like carte blanche attitude, and it doesn't really care who or what gets in its way. And then, spoilers, it turns out Agent, what's his face? God, I can't remember his name. Kyle MacLachlan's character, the FBI agent, turns out that's actually an alien inside of him, and it's one alien hunting another. So and he's like really reserved, and he just more observes people, and he wants to stop the evil parasite from hurting these humans, which he likes. And it's like a really budget conscious way to do like a good sci-fi story, and it really works because the strength of not just Kyle MacLachlan's character, the human part, the detective that he's partnered up with, and the number of different actors that the parasite is played by, and like they're all really great at portraying the same character, And sometimes you'll see movies where you'll have multiple actors play the same character, like through shape shifting or something like that, and they'll do kind of a shitty job of it. Like the X-Men movies, a lot of the times, whenever whoever's playing Mystique switches into another body, it's like a shittier actor. And I suppose a lot of the horror elements in this film come from a monster that's very difficult to kill and can take over anybody with no regards to the safety of its host. And then beyond that, just trying to like fit in with the FBI agent character, because he's learning to be normal. It reminded me of people who get like too far into work or school or whatever they're doing, whatever their obsession is, and they forget how to be a person and how to be loving and playful and stuff like that. And but in this case, it's an alien being like trying to figure that out on its own, and that's always pretty compelling. I don't know what it is about humans that love to like watch non-humans try and be human. I mean, it's a little narcissistic, maybe. I don't know, but it works on Star Trek, and it works here, and it works in the context of a pretty great sci-fi action film with some light horror elements and a pretty great ending in which the FBI agent character kind of gets what he wishes for, but in like a bittersweet kind of way.